Hi, this is Deborah from Dinglefoot.com, and this week I have a card for you that can be used as a card or as a Thanksgiving place setting. So I was thinking this would be really neat if you have guests over this Thanksgiving to have a neat little card to set at each person's place. So I have my regular card, but if you can see here, I scored this part right in the middle of the front. And all I'm going to do is take that part and fold it up. I've made one of these cards on a video before, so this might be familiar to a lot of you. So I'm going to make sure that's really nice and flat there. I'm going to do the same thing with the back seam of my card. So I just want to make sure those are nice and flat. So it wasn't exactly half of it because you can see there's a little bit sticking up, but that will work great. And I'm going to have another piece of cardstock, a white one that goes right on the front, okay? So that will have a little bit of a space on the bottom. You can have a space or not, it's up to you. But this is going to get glued right on the front. And for the rest of my card, I just went out into my yard, got some little sticks, and I'm actually just going to be tying some ribbon around them. This is wired ribbon, so it's nice and stiff. So that'll be for my sticks. And then I have a little panel for the front of my card, and I cut this from the Cricut Elegant Edges at 3.5 inches. But, of course, if you have spellbinders, this is from the Labels one. That will make almost an exact duplicate of that same shape. So you could use that. I also have some other pieces of cardstock. This is probably about 1.5 inches wide, both of them about the same size. And I'm going to be punching the edges of the white one with my Fiskars border punch. And I have 3 maple leaf brads. These are the metallic ones. I have 2 copper and 1 gold. I also have a stamp. Now, this is a Bible verse stamp, and everybody asks me every time I use it where I got it from. This is from Hobby Lobby, and it's from Stampabilities. So I'm going to be stamping that with Perfect Medium, and then I'm going to be using my copper Perfect Pearls. So that's a lot of stuff, but this card is really not very hard to make. So, first of all, I'm just going to take my glue. I'm going to get that white card right on the front. So we'll get that up there. So just lining that up with the top. Then I'm going to take my little sticks. We're going to do all the little stuff first so we can get our card put together. Just bundle them and tie a ribbon around them. So simple as that. And then since this is wired, I can kind of arrange it here. Okay, so I have that. Now I'm going to go ahead, and I'll be right back in a minute. All I'm going to do is take my border punch and do the edges of this white paper, and then I'll have that ready. Okay, now I'm going to take this pattern piece of paper, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inside of my card at the bottom. Okay, so we'll flip this open. This is just going to go right inside here. Okay, now I'm going to take my white piece of paper that I punched the borders on, and I'm just going to, since I already have holes in the border, I'm just going to use those to put my brads in. I'm going to put a copper one on each end and a gold one in the middle. Okay. And now this is going to get glued inside my card, just lining up the border with the bottom. And this is going to help my card once I have the front made to stay open, because you can just prop them against those brads. So let's get this in here. And you could write a little message here or stamp something in there. But for now, I'm just going to leave mine blank. Or you could even write a personal note to each person why you're thankful for them. So, this is our card inside. And we're going to go ahead and work on the outside. I'm going to take these little shapes here. This will be the background. So I'm going to do my stamping first. I'm going to use my Perfect Medium. And the Perfect Medium's kind of a sticky ink, and that's what the Perfect Pearls need to stick to. They need something wet. So, and the Perfect Medium is made for the Perfect Pearls. So, I'm going to try to line this up on my piece of paper here as best as I can. Press that down really good. Okay, so hopefully I got the ink on there well. Take my Perfect Pearls. You always want to tap these down because they're so light. It's easy for them to fly right out of the container. So I'm going to dip my brush in and just spread the powder over your stamped image. So you only need just a little bit of powder to cover your image. It really goes a long way. Then you're going to grab a rag. I always have old socks around for my rags. We're just going to dust it off. And that Perfect Medium has made those Perfect Pearls stick fast to the paper. Isn't that beautiful? Such a nice bright copper. Okay, we're going to take our image here, stick it to our outlined shape. And now this is just going to go right on the front of our card. Let's grab my hot glue here. And I'm going to put this right about here, just in the middle. Then all we need to do yet is grab our little bundle of sticks. I think I'm going to trim this just a bit. Okay, and I'm also going to be using hot glue for this. Let's make sure that's nice and tight. Just put a nice little line along the back there and stick it right to the bottom of our card there. And now we have our finished little Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving place card. So you can shut it or have it open. And it sits up very nicely. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this card.